My name's Tina, and I work here in the Nature Center for the Boone County Conservation District. And I came in to visit with our critters today and thought I'd introduce you to a few of them. I have Miss Hiss here on our snake board. And a snake board is just a fun, it's like a playground equipment for snakes. So it gives them a little bit of enrichment. It's different than what they see in their cage all the time, and they can crawl around on these little pegs. And then when they decide to crawl out, I just put it back on again. So Miss Hiss is an albino bull snake. That's why she's very light colored like this. So normally she would be more brown in the wild so that she would blend in better or camouflage with her environment. But she was bred, she's about 20 years old, and she was bred for the pet store. She just celebrated her 21st birthday in August. So Miss Hiss just finished shedding. I came in and she had shed her skin. So it's in a couple of pieces here. When snakes, as they grow and their skin gets too tight, they shed their skin. It's kind of like pulling off a sock. And this is her full shed right here. Oops. So you can see snakes are reptiles, which means they have scales. And reptiles around here in Illinois, of course, spend the winter hibernating because they can't regulate their body temperatures and winter's too cold. So if she were in the wild, she would probably still be in hibernation, maybe about ready to come out as it warms up. The other snake I just put on the board is Checkers. And Checkers, I can tell, you probably can't see, but he has milky eyes right now, which means, you know, hold still, he's getting ready to shed just like Miss Hiss has done already. You see his milky eyes? There. And normally his colors are much brighter. So that means his skin has loosened up a little bit, that top layer, and he's going to be ready to shed it here pretty soon. So Checkers is a corn snake, which you don't find around here, but they're very popular pets. You can find them at pet stores. Checkers was laying on his heating pad, so he feels really warm right now. He probably wants to go back in because when snakes are getting ready to shed, right, they have that milky skin now covering their eyes. They can't really see that well, so they can be a little nervous. But Checkers knows us and knows me, probably knows my smell and the sound of my voice, so he's pretty trusting, and he doesn't appear to be nervous at all. We've had Checkers just for a few years now, I think about 3 years, so I think Checkers is about 5 years old. So snakes can live a long time, you know, more than 20 years, 15, 20, 25 years in captivity. And so we expect to have Checkers for a really long time. This is Tigger. Tigger is our tiger salamander. Now, tiger salamanders are from Illinois, and in fact, they are our state amphibian. So an amphibian is an animal that has no scales, no feathers or fur. It's almost like it's naked. They're also cold-blooded or exothermic, which means that in the winter around here, they're going to have to hibernate. Now, since Tigger lives inside in our nice warm nature center, he of course doesn't hibernate. You can tell he spends his winter eating. Look how fat and chubby he is. He's very chubby, chunker Tigger. You can probably guess why they're called tiger salamanders, because of their yellow stripes, so they kind of look like tiger stripes. And salamanders, like I said, like to be in moist environments. They like, you'll find them out at night, most often not during the bright hot day. Again, remember, they don't have any protection on their skin, so they're very vulnerable. He has pretty cool looking toes too. He has 4 on his front feet, 5 on his back feet. And we've had Tigger, let's see, Tigger, how long have we had you? About 6 years maybe? He was pretty small when we got him. I bought him from the pet store. And I was a little guy, and you could see that he's had plenty to eat. He's fed well. So one of the things we do here at the Nature Center is you can adopt our animals, which means that you help pay for the cost of their food. And Tigger is one of our animals that's up for adoption. Now, you don't get to take them home. They still live here, but you can come and visit if you adopt them. You get a nice certificate with your name posted in our Nature Center, and also one that you can post at home. And to adopt Tigger, let's see, we have a adoption form you can find on our website. There's a link to it. And let's see, Tigger, to adopt Tigger for a whole year, it's $55. To buy him crickets to last the whole year. If you want to adopt them for 6 months, then it's $30. And our snake, so Tigger was adopted last year by the Meehan Blue and Green Club. So he made a special visit to the club meeting, and they got to come and see him, and they even got to hold Tigger. We don't let a lot of people hold Tigger, again, because, right, he doesn't have any protection. And if you have insect repellent or lotion or soap on your hands, it would really irritate and possibly harm Tigger. So we're very careful, and only a few people get to hold him, but if you adopt Tigger, you would be one of them. So he's probably one of the favorite animals here at the Nature. I mean, we love all our animals, but Tigger's pretty sweet. He does like to spend a lot of time hiding in the dirt, which is what most salamanders do. Under logs, he has a log in there, and he has a big water dish. He likes to hide under. He'll also sit in his water bowl. We had to get him a bigger water bowl because he kept splashing all of his water out of his water bowl. So we had to get him a pool. We had to upgrade, to a larger in-ground pool. All right, so now I pulled out our Madagascar hissing cockroaches, and obviously you can't find them in Illinois. They're from Madagascar. And they've been adopted. Remember I mentioned about adopting? They've been adopted by the Belvedere North High School Tri-M Music Honor Society. So thanks, guys. And this is one of our cockroaches here. We have a lot of them. And he has a hard outer exoskeleton, right? Because they're invertebrates. They don't have any bones. And insects are all invertebrates with hard outer exoskeletons. We know this one is a male because he has these little horns, what look like little horns on the top here. So we know this is a male. And they're called hissing cockroaches because when did you hear that? He was hissing earlier. They'll hiss. Actually, they're just blowing air through spiracles, which run along the side of their abdomen. They're blowing air out. It's kind of like cockroach farts. So they're not really hissing out of their mouth like a snake or something. And you can see, right? He's holding on really, really well because they have all these tiny hairs on their legs, which help them grip and grab. So you can see he holds on really, really well. And I'll try to show you his. So insects, we know, have, 3 body parts, right? A head, thorax, abdomen. There's his head is just this small triangle shape up here at the top. And then his legs are attached to his thorax. There you go. All insects have 6 legs. And then his abdomen is this part here. It's doing all the hissing. So cockroaches, maybe people are like, gross, ooh, but cockroaches, wherever they come from, serve a very important role in our ecosystem, right? They're the garbage crew. So if we didn't have scavengers like cockroaches and turkey vultures and other organisms that eat dead stuff, we'd have lots of dead stuff lying around. Dead and decaying plant material, dead and decaying animals. So scavengers, like a cockroach, play an important part. So as they get bigger, right, their exoskeleton is hard and it doesn't grow with them. They crawl out and shed their skin. It's not really skin, but they shed their exoskeleton. And until they harden up, I'm going to show you one just shed. Here it is. Look at that. It looks kind of like a ghost cockroach. Cute. They're adorable, aren't they, when they're just shed? Now, as it sits in the air, the exoskeleton will harden up and darken, and then it'll be this color in a little while. So we were lucky. We just caught this one after it shed. Here's its shed, so it's just the empty exoskeleton. Well, that's it for today. But check back next time when we introduce you to our Nature Center turtle ambassadors, Flo, Slippy, and Myrtle. So for now, go outside, have some fun. Bye.